All right, so I got 4 tables, 100, not Zoom, just 100 reg tables. Here we flop top pair and a limp pot. Looks like it's a pretty large raise from the small blind. Man, I'm really tempted to call. He's obviously trying to ISO the short stack. It would really suck for the short stack to just jam on us. But this hand is just so profitable, multi-way in position. I don't know. Here he bets, over bets. Interesting. I guess we just call one straight, right? He limped. Pick up some equity here. Third pot, not really any choice for me, I don't think. We can get jammed on. That's okay. We're in a decent spot. Another big bet here. I don't think we can fold. I think we have too much equity. Guess we're just calling, which kind of sucks, but. Great turn card for our hand. 62, I think we can just bet small here. You're gonna be range betting this board. I could see 3-betting this hand. It's probably a mix. We have exactly 50. I guess we'll just. Probably a 3-bet. I'm not sure. It could probably mix. Sure, there's no real wrong answer. He should be range betting here. Maybe we could do some check raising. Maybe not though. I don't really see. I guess some protection would be nice. Valid reason to check raise. Gonna be checking this turn. So we're condensed. He hasn't really. He's probably range betting. So our range is a favorite at this point. 10 obviously is a better card for his range than it is for ours. We've condensed. We have like a lot of 7x and pocket pairs. He's starting to polarize here. Really not sure. I think maybe we can call one more time. It's obviously another bad card for us. So I think we're just gonna have to be folding a lot on the river. We have a bluff catcher. It's not a very good one. Not calling an overbet. Just try to get the showdown with our 10. Okay, we gotta play pretty cautiously here, though. 3-betting. Ace is probably a little better for us. We have the 2, we blocked 2 backdoor flush draws. We only have queen high. I think I'm actually fine stabbing here. Taking a stab, I guess. I don't know what technically it's called. Okay, king would be a good card for us to barrel on. So he's condensed. We haven't. King is gonna be better for our range than his. We don't have a spade, which sucks. If we had a spade, we'd definitely want to barrel. Maybe we still bet big. Maybe we just barrel only if we have a spade here. But our range is doing really well on this board. Got one through. Just check something really quickly. Is a clear open? Clear folds. Not gonna be defending here. Borderline open here with ace-4 off. Flop we're gonna be sizing up on when we do bet. Oh, fuck. Don't really need to size up with the stack size, but it is what it is. Okay, terrible flop for us. Great flop for big blind. Gonna be doing tons of checking on this board. Okay. He's capped himself quite a bit, I think. And I think as an exploit, I can just start betting here, especially with the jack of diamonds. In general, though, I gotta continue to be pretty cautious on that board there, I think. Button limp, I think we just call. I don't necessarily want to play heads up. But what I just saw makes me think this guy might be a weaker player. So against the hijack, against the hijack open, like I would probably just flat. Not there's a third player in the hand. This hand doesn't really want to go multi-way, and I think it's definitely strong enough to squeeze. Normally I go to about 12 here. I guess I can go to, no, I think 13 is probably still plenty. Okay, this guy's range is super capped, though this is a great flop for that type of range. So I think we're just gonna start off with a check here. This SPR, it's kind of wonky. Like any bet I make may just get jammed on. May just get jammed on anyway. Here we need full pot size bet. We need like 50% equity. All we have is 2 overs. We don't even have a heart. I guess we just fold. Bummer. So here we just flat with king queen off. Consider 3-betting, but I think we can mix. I think we can actually check raise here. I wish we had maybe a diamond or a spade instead of a club, but I think this hand probably still mixes. It's probably a pretty rare raise, but I doubt it's 0. Okay, we actually pick up some equity on this turn. This turn doesn't really improve because he's condensed. We're sort of polarized. So we're just gonna polarize our range a bit more here. Okay, and now it's like we do block most of his snap calls, but what does he call with? Like Jack 10 maybe. Does he call the flop with? Those hands will we be betting? I guess like a 9 or nothing for the most part. So we are going to overbet. And we block a lot of his calls. Of course, he could have aces. We're running good. Don't get called there. Okay, cold call by a weak looking player here. Just gonna play our hand pretty face up. This will be a spot we're just gonna bet small. Okay, I think we start to polarize here. The stand's definitely gonna make the cut. We probably want to get stacks in, really. Okay, I think we just range bet this board. And in a 3-bet pot. No, I guess the pair is high enough to where I can't bet large. Bet about third pot here. I think out of position seems fine. Similar story, can't go huge. I guess most of his hands that we're ahead of are some pocket pairs, so I can't actually go very big at all here. Okay, he shouldn't really have much ace high. He does have a bunch of 10x maybe. And then he's got pocket pairs. We bet really small. Could get called by some more pocket pairs. I think checking's all right too. Wish I could know what he had, but they don't show you on the replay. I guess I could. It's a really polarizing flop. So we definitely are going to be betting small. I think this is probably just a fold, maybe a raise, right? We're going to be raising polar. No, we're not going to be raising polar in this situation. Are we? Yeah, calling's very attractive. Yeah, we'd be raising polar. I think it's just too weak though. King 10 off, gonna go ahead and fold from UTG. Oh, weird. I think we probably just have to fold this hand. Yeah, we just have a gut shot. It's not really a clean one. It's just very strange. I was gonna see bet there for sure, but he decided to go ahead and bet pretty large, which also doesn't make a ton of sense, right? Just gets me to, I just get the fold pretty easily with a lot of my holdings that he probably doesn't want folding. Pretty big bet. Just gonna go ahead and fold actually. Better board for him in general. The hell? Pretty big three bet. Not much we can do here, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Just can't be calling three bets out of position with those types of hands. Especially larger-ish three bets. We can call three bets with this hand. Could actually four bet. Pretty wild. Maybe could have four bet the other hand, but seems a lot out of line. Okay, we're gonna be out of position here against condensed range. Like we're just at a general disadvantage. Sport's not that bad for us, not that good for us. Queens in general on an ace high board, I think like checking really makes some sense. I guess I could bet small as well. But my betting frequency on this board is probably gonna be pretty low. So I think like that means I need to be including some queens in my checking range. He checks back. I guess he could be checking back some aces. He shouldn't be checking back a ton of them. We sort of benefit a little bit from protection, not a ton, but a little bit. So I am going to go ahead and go with a small bet here. Okay. I guess like he's still got a ton of pocket pairs. But maybe that's small again. Okay, we open, we get two callers, ace, king. Even against two players, I'm still gonna use about a 60% size. Here we open UTG. We're just gonna be range betting here, even with this hand. On this board, like if we were gonna be building a checking range, jacks would make a lot of sense for it. Queens maybe would make a bit more though. Okay, we got a short stack here. He does call. Really want to get jammed on, do I? I guess I just call it off. Okay, that's a pretty good card for us. Now it's like he's got a lot of 9x, maybe some pocket pairs. All those are pretty inelastic to sizing. So I think we can actually bet pretty big here with jacks. Here we flop the nut draw. It's a board we're going to want to typically size up on against two players. We don't have to go as big as we might heads up. I would have an unity call, fold. Pretty favorable turn card here. This is a spot where he's condensed quite a bit. We're polarized. Trying to figure out what sizing I would use. I guess I would still like if I had like, if I was betting ace queen, for instance, I could still use this sizing. So that's the sizing I want to go with. King on and off, maybe just three bet sometimes. I don't want to call. Probably just a fold. This is a little loose of an open. Especially this player doesn't have very many big blinds in the big blind. Maybe from here, from the hijack, the cutoff, I mean, we're probably opening this hand, I guess. He was pretty large here. So I do want to go large. I don't want to go that large. I think 13 probably is okay. Here we get 3-bet. This is getting into fold territory, but okay. Thanks, dude. We're just gonna call it here, I think. We are running hot. I guess I could stab here. This is a board that's really good for us. But I think maybe we actually, do we need to turn this hand into, it's not really a bluff. I don't mind checking back. Probably want to have some flush draws in our check back range. I don't know if we want to have a flush draw like this in our check back range. We probably don't mind building a pot with this type of hand. Check twice. We are going to be betting here. Picked up a bunch of equity. And he's pretty capped once he checks twice. I guess we have some showdown value here, although he did 3-bet. I mean, I don't know if he's 3-betting. Maybe like king queen would be like one of the only hands that we're doing quite well against. King jack, maybe. So we open. This board is just gonna be a range bet. It's gonna limp behind. This guy's stack's really short. Wow. Okay, you just go ahead and raise, I guess, like. Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I don't think this guy's that creative, do I? It's a pretty exploitative fold, to say the least. Thanks, homie. Wow. What the? Could consider range betting here, but I don't think I have really any. I don't think my range is at a high enough advantage here to where I can't be range betting. You just check back, which is kind of capping, but this board, it's not ideal for the small blinds open range, I don't think. That card usually helps us once we've checked twice. I think it's pretty mandatory that we bet here. I'm gonna call here with one diamond. Looks to be a weaker player here, opening under the gun. I don't suspect he's as positionally where as he should be, but kind of a big assumption, I suppose. But I mean, he is V-pipping 47. His under the gun open range shouldn't really hit this board all that often. We should be doing quite well here, I think. His hand is probably a little too good to bet, maybe. Interesting. He checked twice. Like, for some reason, I just feel like he's super out of line right here. I could definitely be wrong. He was super out of line. I was honestly planning on calling the 30 BB on the end too, so. Board's possibly just a range bet. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a range bet here. Maybe it's not quite a range bet, it's maybe a little too connected, but We going for it. Okay, probably just range betting this board also. All right. I'll wrap this video up in about 8 minutes. Oh, fuck me. Bad 3-bet. Lucky us, we're running fucking good. We are living right, boys. All right, thanks for wrapping up. I'm just gonna end the video.